One topic that will come up in real life and on the certification exam is the question of whether to do row or batch processing. Now keep in mind, row by row processing is the way that integration services is going to tend to do things by default. But there are some things that we can do to push it into batch processing, which can make certain things go a whole lot faster. And let me show you how to do that here. It's not very apparent, but this is one way that you can make that happen. So I just want you to see this. Notice we have an OLADB data source, and we are connecting to the employee table, okay? And we can preview this, and I want you to see there's the data, but I want you to see that we have decided not to get all the columns, and we've only chosen the columns we wanted. And so I'll check this to check them all. I'll check it again to uncheck them. And then I'll just get the 3 columns that we need. And by the way, that's a best practice. Watch for that on the exam and in real life. When you choose this table, you don't have to just take every one of the columns like that, okay? So anyway, now let's do a destination. And so that's an OLADB source. Well, let's do an OLADB destination, and I'll just drag that on, and notice I'm in the data flow task, and I'll right-click that, and then I'll go to Edit. And it's saying you don't have any columns, so I'll cancel that, come back out here, and I will drag this down, connect those two, then I'll right-click again, go back into Edit, and this time, notice it's saying, okay, name the table or the view that you want to push into. Well, I don't want to push into any one of those, all right? So what I'm going to do is I will just simply click on New here. Now notice it is inferring from the source, since I've connected these, that I want to create a table called OLADB destination. I can change this if I would like, okay? I could just come in here, type, and make a change right here. You know, and call it MTL test table. And notice it's going to get organizational level, birth date, and marital status. And I'll just say OK on that for now. But that's not what I really want to talk about to you in this video. I want you to see that the data access mode here, all right? Notice I have some choices, table or view. And when I click this, all this stuff goes away. That means that I'm going to be in row processing. It's going to move these things one row at a time. If I choose anything that has fast load in it, then that is going to go, notice, in batches, and I can tell it how many rows per batch do I want to send across. I can leave it blank, let it control it, or I can type in how many rows per batch I would like, okay? But at this point, it will do batches. And notice I got table locks, identities, nulls, I can keep all those, check constraints whether I want to abide by those. But anyway, this is how I control batch or row processing, all right? Now, obviously, different SQL tools out there like bulk insert and so forth, I can use them. So all the things that you know about SQL Server and T-SQL still work. But watch for this on the exam. If I just do table or view, let me go get that, just table or view, notice all this stuff down here goes away. I'm in row by row processing. And if I choose fast load either here or fast load here, I can choose a variable, or I can come up here and do a table or a view. And notice I've got this stuff here, and rows per batch is a kind of a little hint, but this will be batch processing. And that can be a big, huge deal. It can really speed it up in different conditions. One of the ways to control whether you're doing rows or batch processing, watch for this question, this consideration on the exam.